Good evening, ladies and gents. Thank you kindly for joining me. Today we're going to be reviewing two products from Augvape. First one being the Druga Foxy. This is a dual 18650 regulated box mod, and the other one is, or the other item is, the Templar Rda from Augvape as well. Obviously we're first going to go through the mod from Augvape, which is the Druga Foxy, and then we'll dive down and look at the Rda as well. So comes in the box. You'll have the following. This is your battery warning and your battery safety guide, as well as a user manual for the Foxy. So getting to the mod quickly. This is the Druga Foxy. This is the back of the mod. Here you can see the front of the mod. On the top you have a nice stainless steel 510 with a gold plated 510 pin in the center. You'll see on top of the mod it says quick release. So you push this button here and you can see the 510 threading separating. This is obviously to make your ATIs come off the mod faster, or for you to remove your ATI quicker from the mod. On the side you have your fire button, nice clicky fire button as well. Back of the mod, this is your battery tray. So your batteries obviously go in here. Clear indication on your battery, positive and negative there, and it has spring loaded connections at the top. Let's put some batteries in here quickly. This one is negative up, and this one is obviously positive up. There we go. You'll see on the back of the battery door there are two magnets there, which is quite solid, fits on quite nicely as well. These plates are available aftermarket as well, and it comes in a range of colors as well. Material here is a plastic, some type of a plastic, and this is the front of the mod. There we go. So it fires down to 5 watts right up to 150 watts. If I open the front plate, as I mentioned, these are available to buy aftermarket. If I open the front plate, you can see there's your screen there, wattage or voltage buttons up and down, and they give you a rundown of Ohm's law as well. So on here it's obviously going to show you your resistance. Once I screw the ATI on a bit later, you'll see the various stuff that it shows. So it shows your resistance of your coil, as well as your battery indicator, and it has your wattage. So now to change from wattage to volts or straight volts, you just hold these two buttons down here, and there we go, 0.5 volts, and it goes up to 6.7 if I'm not mistaken. Scroll right up, 6.5, sorry. So it goes up to 6.5 volts. If you hold the thing down again, or the up and down button down again, it goes to your wattage mode. This goes up right up to 150 watts, and as I've mentioned, right down to 5 watts. There we go, 150 watts, and it round robins back to 5 watts. There's the top of the mod once again, and you'll see on this one here there is 3 magnets. So these two stick to your 2 fire buttons, and this one has another magnet here at the bottom. There we go. That was the Druga Foxy from Augvape. Let's have a look at the Rda quickly. In the packaging you're going to get your Templar Rda. There we go. This is the matte black version. It does come in a stainless steel version as well. On the top you have sorry, it's just a bit step 810 drip tip. This is Coon and Kennedy style drip tip compatible. Inside here you'll see there is a O-ring on the top, so the top cap does have a O-ring. That is your top piece to obviously adjust your airflow. So as you can see, there's 2 types of airflow on here. The one closes off, so it closes off your airflows halfway. Here, if you see closely here, There's it fully opened. There's it fully open now, and as you turn this, it has a step down airflow. Let's do it this way. Yeah, okay, so you'll see as I'm spinning it, block off the top, and then it starts closing off the second airflow layer, and then as you go further it blocks off the third, so you can have it from there right up to there fully open. And obviously it does close off the airflow halfway as well, so whatever happens on this side will happen on this side as well. Okay, let's have a look at the bull deck quickly. Let's just grab the drop top and put that back on. Okay, there we go. So if you take off the top piece of the RDA, this is your bull deck. So as you can see, it said on the packaging clamp style or velocity clamp style bull deck. There we go, velocity clamp system. So what this simply means is it's shaped like a clamping style bull deck. However, when you do loosen the screw, it becomes a velocity style bull deck. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about quickly. So you can use a flathead screwdriver or a star screwdriver. Both of them will work. So I'm going to use a flathead quickly. The screw is nice and big. By the way, this is a heat treated titanium screw, which is locked onto the top piece of this RDA, so it's not going to come out. As you open this RDA, you'll see that it does seem like it has springs in there. However, there's no springs in here. So the screw basically lifts the RDA up, as you can see. There we go. So by velocity style, you can see here, there's your lead can go on top and your leads can go at the bottom. However, it's a clamp style, so once you screw this down, it locks everything into place. On the RDA itself, you can see here there's two notches here, one on the side, one on the side. This locks the top cap in place so it doesn't spin around, and once you click it in, the airflow does align with your coil, so it hits your coil directly. Let's go ahead and put a bulb in here quickly, and we'll wick it and then give it a vape. So the coils I'm going to be using to install in here is coils by Cloud Faction. This is the Neon series. As you can see, there's the specifications. It's a tri-core alien coil, 2.5mm ID, 6 reps a side, comes out to about 0.026 ohms. You can see there's 28 gauge by 3 rep to the 36 gauge on the outers. There we go. And then so there's two ways of doing this. You can either put your legs in and then trim it down to size and cut the other one accordingly, or alternatively you can put both coils inside and then trim it as you're going along. I prefer to put them inside and then trim it as I'm going along. So let's put the first one in. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to put the second one in as well. It does become a bit tricky when your leads are a bit long, but I just prefer it this way here. So just align them nicely. There we go. So both of them are in place, and then what we'll do is just tighten down the bull deck. So what I like to do is I like to hold both the coils. Let's just put this one properly. This one here. Okay. Cool. Nice and easy. There we go. Both the leads are in place. Both the coils are in place. And there we go. So what we're going to do is just trim the leads. I'm just going to get my cutters out quickly. So I normally trim the top leads first because that's the easiest to get to. So I just bend them on top and I'll give it a trim here. You cut them as close to the bull deck as possible. Just watch, don't clip your coil on the other side. Clip the other side. just put your cutters in here. Okay, oops. And then one more, so you just bend your leads away and then you can trim it there. It is much easier to build off camera. So let's just screw this onto the mod quickly and then fire this thing to make sure all the hot spots are out and so forth, and we'll wick it in and obviously have a vape. So there we go, both coils are aligned in the center, everything looks good and they're in place. Welcome back. So I've put the coils on, or I've put the RDA on the mod to make sure that all the hot spots are pulsed, and I've put cotton to the coils as well. We're obviously going to complete the wicking now quickly. Okay, so there we go. Give this a light comb out on both the sides. So it doesn't require a very heavy comb out because it's obviously an RDA. So we gave it a light comb out, and then what you do is just put your cotton down, measure it to the bottom of the base, and that's where you snip. There we go. Let's just snip the excess off quickly. Out of the way. On this side here as well. There we go. Okay, and then what you do is just lightly take your cotton and put it onto the ball deck quickly, and then your wick will obviously be ready to go. So there we go. So, okay. Go. Other side as well. There we go. RDA is wicked and ready to use. Put the top cap on quickly. See where we fall with our coils. So it just looks a bit untidy. I'm just going to neaten it out quickly. There we go. And as I mentioned earlier, it locks into place. There we go. So it prevents us from spinning, and if I open this, you'll see the coil through here. I'm not too sure if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. So it lines up exactly to your coil. Okay. Okay, I forgot to mention that what comes in the packaging of this RDA as well. So if you love the top piece where the RDA actually sits, so oops, sorry about that. There we go. So you get a clear cap as well that comes in. It's a frosted clear cap, acrylic clear cap. There's no airflow adjustment on here, however it does lock into place as well. And this is from Augvape as well. This is the Templar top cap. As you can see, your airflow is positioned down, so it hits your coil. It hits your coil basically this way, directly down. This is more for your cloud chasers and your cloud competitions and so forth, right? You do get an extra bag as well with some seals and O-rings, including a 510 adapter, which is a big pro in my opinion. And you have a small squonking pin as well, so you can squonk with this RDA as well. Okay, that does it. Let's go up top, give it a vape, and let's have a look quickly. Welcome back and thank you for joining me. That was the quick review and rundown of the Druga Foxy as well as the Templar Rda from Augvape. Let's have a vape quickly. Right off the bat, let's talk about the mod quickly. So I mentioned in the close-up, I'm going to show you guys how to use the quick release. So what you do is basically push this in. Be careful not to hit the fire button. So you push this in, give your RDA or RTA one spin, and it comes off. Don't pull it off because you might damage the 510 thread. Over and above that, when putting it on, don't use the quick release function because you might cross thread your RDA or RTA or the mod itself. So put it on, and to take it off, it's quite simple. Once again, one click and it's off. Okay, let's get into the pros of the device quickly. Pros I have on this device are much more than the cons. So the pros of the device, it's very well built, nice aluminium body. It is a looker. So if you look at this mod, very brilliantly designed. The con I have of this mod is it's slightly too heavy, or it's a bit heavy to carry around the whole day. Obviously, even in the pocket it becomes heavy, so you'll have to hold the RDA in your the mod in your hand. What I like is the simplicity of the mod. And to be honest, the mod is extremely elegant as well. So it's a combination of elegance with simplicity as well. Screen, there's nothing much on the screen, as I mentioned earlier. If you can look there, they just give you your wattage, basically gives you your resistance on top, and it obviously gives you your battery indicator. The power on the mod on voltage mode, it's pure power. Obviously it goes into a Mac mode with obviously all the relevant safety features as well. So yeah, the only con I have for this mod, it is a bit heavy. For innovation, I'll definitely give them a 10 out of 10. This was the first company to have a quick release on their 510. People will argue, yeah, but who wants to swap their ATs out quickly and whatever, but it's convenience at the end of the day. When it comes to the RDA, so big pro on this thing is, look at the size of this thing, 24mm, nice and short. You can imagine the flavor of this thing. The airflow, they have two types of airflow. They have the step down airflow, as well as the airflow where you can cut one side off and leave half of it open as well, which is brilliant in my opinion. I'm vaping it currently with the top section closed because I like the airflow to hit my coils from the bottom, and I don't like an enormous amount of airflow. So as you can see, vapor production and flavor is absolutely brilliant as well. And the vapor production is there, considering that it's such a short AT. And build deck, ease of building, ease of wicking is here as well. The build deck is absolutely brilliant, even though it's a 24mm and such a short RDA. The build deck is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I have fitted an alien in here, or two aliens in here. 2.5mm ID, 3mm ID fits in here as well. I've tried it and tested it as well. Another pro I have for this thing is that it comes with a 510 adapter. They give you a squonk pin, and one of the biggest pros on this thing is this top cap that they've given us here, the acrylic top cap. I mean, they didn't have to include this in the packaging, but they included it anyway. I'm just going to give it a vape off here so you can see this also locks into place. And let's have a vape of this quickly. As you can see, the cloud production is there as well on this. The flavor is not too bad, but I prefer the flavor of the stainless steel cap. The other con I have about the RDA is it gets hot. So if you chain vaping, this thing is going to get extremely hot. Obviously, because of the size of the RDA, it's a nice compact RDA, short and stubby as well. So that was the quick rundown on the Augvape Druga Foxy, as well as the Templar Rda from Augvape. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and any comments and suggestions will be highly appreciated. That's it from me. I'm out. Have a good evening. Bye bye.